Hey guys, I am Latoya Hart and I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. It is great to have you here. Today I just wanted to talk about something that I find really interesting, but it's not something that I've always found to be interesting. Years ago, when I was out and I was dating, before I got married, before I met my husband, I was out and I was dating and I was determined to, find the one, right? And as women, you have this image in our mind, this picture of our perfect family, our perfect life, right? And we begin to work really, really hard to create that life for us, right? But one of the interesting things that I've learned is that guys are very different. Guys are determined to figure out, or most guys are determined to figure out their life first, figure out their career, figure out who they are, who they want to be, and where they are going before they'll get into a serious relationship. And I find that to be pretty amazing and pretty inspiring. But years ago, it was very frustrating. It was very frustrating because as a woman, I always thought about, my biological clock. And I wanted to have children by a certain time. I wanted to get married by a certain time. And I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that by a certain time. And it was frustrating because guys don't really think that way. Guys think more about having stability first before adding anything extra to our lives. And during that time experiencing it, it was very frustrating. But now in hindsight, it's commendable because the reality is this, guys, women bring pressures of being able to provide from your perspective, being with someone that can provide. And you're right in your thinking and wanting to be stable, wanting to make sure that you're set in your career, wanting to make sure that your career, your finances are set and on track before having a wife and having a family. That is really the perfect strategy. And I think that that is commendable, although years ago it was very frustrating. It was very aggravating, to say the least. But now, in hindsight, I think that if you are a guy and you're out there and you have this pressure of someone trying to push you and trying to move you and trying to encourage you to move faster, to get down the aisle and have children, make sure that you are in a great space, guys. Make sure that you are set in your career. Make sure that your finances are in order, because all those things are going to be much more difficult to get in order later on. It's best that you have those practices in place and that you know who you are, you know what you want, you're settled in your career. Because the truth is this: if you meet someone while you're trying to figure out who you are and what you want, then what will happen is once you become who you are, once you decide what you want, the person that you decided to get with when you weren't in the space that you truly needed to be is not going to be the person that you need once you get to where you're going. They are not going to be the person that you need once you figure out your career. They're not going to be the person you need once you become whole. So it is best, not just from a guy perspective, but from a female perspective, it is best to become your best self and to make sure that whoever you're in a relationship with has become their best self before getting into a relationship together. Because you never want to get into a relationship out of need. If you get into a relationship out of need, or that person has not completely that person does not feel that they've completely fulfilled their purpose, or they've completely stepped into the person that they want to be, then once they become the person that they truly want to be, you may not be the one for them and they may not be the one for you. So the goal is to figure it out. Figure your stuff out first before getting into a committed relationship with anyone, so that you are in a great space, they are in a great space, and when you two decide to join forces and come together, you are coming together because you want to be together and not because there is a need and that person satisfies that immediate need. I am Latoya Hart. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below, and I'll catch you in my next video.